Good morning, Sagittarius. It is almost Libra season. So this starts on Sunday morning. Libra is in a sextile to Sagittarius, so it's a very nice energy for us, really. It brings up a lot of opportunities as the sun passes through and kind of makes that sextile to any personal planets that you might have in Sagittarius, and it's just kind of opportunities start falling in your lap around that time. However, we also have Jupiter in Gemini. It's going to station retrograde and start kind of going over the same places that it's already been. That is kind of making things feel a little too big, a little over the top. There's a lot of gossiping, communication. Things are staying lighthearted, but like too lighthearted, too surface level, right? Then we also have Saturn retrograde and Neptune retrograde happening in Pisces, which is in a square, a conflict with Sagittarius. And that can be... So Neptune retrograde in Pisces is actually kind of Sagittarian type of energy in that it reveals truth, and Sagittarius is the truth seeker. However, I've recently been told that I am a Sagittarius sun, that my need for honesty from others is asking too much. Apparently, we have an over exaggerated idea of what it means to be honest. So when those little white lies start coming out, even like the little lies, we tend to kind of overreact to it a little bit, right? I'm dead set on it. That's not a boundary I'm giving up. If I can't find people to be honest, well then so be it. But it's really, you might find these conflicts of like the things that are coming out, and it's probably been happening for quite a while. These truths that are coming out, the reveals of where people have been shady or manipulative and things like that, those things are conflicting with your need for truth, your need for honesty, your need to learn things. So just keep in mind that things could feel a bit dramatic and over the top during Libra season, especially because these opportunities are going to be like landing in your lap, right? And those opportunities can be kind of, you're expecting this like diehard true honesty, and they're going to be a little on the maybe shady side, and you're going to see it plain as day. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind as you go through. Other than that, not a whole lot. The eclipse is happening in Libra. Again, that is an opportunity if you have placements in like the middle of Sagittarius. You might see some type of opportunity, but it is a south node solar eclipse, so it's like a beginning of an end, a beginning of letting go. So there's an opportunity that comes up with that as well. So let's go ahead and pull some cards. What can Sagittarius expect? We have Three of Pentacles, so this is like those opportunities, right? The opportunities from Libra. So this is bringing in meeting new people. It's networking, maybe finding new people to work with, getting along well with your coworkers, things of that nature. So like your one-on-one interactions with others are probably going to amp up a little bit. There's going to be, a real chance to get out there and network with people and be seen more and be heard more and really start working with other people. What is something unexpected for Sagittarius during Libra season? We've got 8 of Cups. So now those squares from Saturn and Neptune there in Pisces, they could very well be sending you on a little bit of a spiritual trek, right? You could see something happen that brings like some kind of enlightenment, intuitive download, truth that comes out, something like that really kind of sends you on this more spiritual path of trying to find more answers. That's what Sagittarius does. It is a sign that loves to seek answers all the time. So you may see something happen during Libra season that really kind of sends you on this path to look for answers somewhere, most likely in the realm of spirituality. How to stay grounded. How can Sagittarius stay grounded? 10 of Cups. Make sure that you're enjoying things. Don't get caught up in always trying to find the answers. Don't get caught up in what isn't going well. Come on, delusional optimism is a Sagittarius thing, and maybe this is a time to actually lean into it a little bit. Don't get caught up in this spiritual trek, okay? Make sure you're taking the time to enjoy things. You're allowing, don't block your own blessings, okay? That's a big theme right now, is do not block your own blessings. If there is something coming in that brings you emotional fulfillment, accept it, take it, okay? Make sure that you are open to receiving all of that. Okay. With Jupiter opposing your sign, if it's going to make an actual opposition to one of your personal planets, you very well could see some type of offer come in. So just keep that in mind as well. An important emotion for Sagittarius during Libra season. Oh, we got 3 of them. Ooh, so you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Things that are done in darkness become to light. So there is like this hope, right? Things could feel a bit emotional. They could feel all over the place. Like I said, there is a sense of kind of over the top dramatic energy to this with the harsh aspects that are being made. But this is actually, there's light at the end of the tunnel. You can see through the bullshit, right? Now, with Jupiter stationing retrograde, that is Sagittarius's ruling planet, it is going to like pull you back in your head a little bit and get you to actually maybe step back and look at the whole picture. This could be feeding that like spiritual trek of trying to find answers and look for answers. And definitely when you're in that space, look for that light, look for the light that shines through all that darkness, okay? And came out with that was this 6 of Wands. There's a sense of victory here. There's something on when you can see to the other side of that darkness. You can see to the other side of the confusion and the like emotions being all over the place type of energy. And you start seeing where you're heading. It gives you this sense of victory, okay? Make sure that you're allowing yourself to feel that. Let's face it, I know Sagittarius is the party animal, right? We're always wanting to have fun. We're always wanting to have a good time. But it is the sign that is directly after Scorpio. The Sagittarius holds a lot of darkness, okay? We just try to be positive about it. We try to learn about it. We try to figure out how to actually work with it. We figure out what kind of growth we can create out of it. That's why the Temperance card is the Sagittarius card, because it is the card that's in the midst of that darkness. It is between death and the devil. It's about transmuting the things that are not clear, the things that are emotional, the things that are hard into something positive, into hope, okay? So don't get lost in the mix. Don't get lost in anything, things feeling overwhelming. Make sure that you're actually looking forward rather than looking backwards, okay? Something that will inspire. 10 of Swords. There's an ending. There is something in this, oftentimes, this spiritual trek, this looking for answers comes from that ending, from a painful ending, something that sends you deep enough into your emotions to want to actually work through it and get to the other side. So there is an ending that brings some type of inspiration to you. And it's not going to be an easy one. It is going to be a painful one. It could be kind of over the top. Jupiter in Gemini is kind of throwing emotion or like conversations and arguments a little too big. So keep that in mind as well. But there is an ending here that allows you to be inspired to move on to that next phase. Okay, Spirit guide speaking to Sagittarius. Spirit guide speaking to Sagittarius during Libra season. Page of Pentacles. This is the student card, right? And I really, okay, wait. High Priestess on the bottom. She keeps coming out a lot, by the way, in a lot of these readings. Intuition is important. Page of Pentacles wants to learn everything. They want to take their time to learn everything. And we've got that right below this Eight of Cups. So something unexpected going on this trek, this spiritual trek to learn new things. And spirit guides are showing you the way through learning, through studying. There's something new that you need to learn here. And your spirit guides are helping you go on that path to learn what it is that you need to learn. And whatever it is that you're learning is going to bring you stability here. It's going to bring you a place where you're not quite so all over the place. Let's face it, Sagittarius, we get manic. We're fun. That's why people love us, because we're fun. But sometimes we need something to pull us back down and get us more grounded. Sometimes that fire energy needs that grounded nature to pull us back down to reality so we can get out of delusional optimism and just be optimistic, right? Okay. How to best support yourself. How can Sagittarius best support themselves during Libra season? Sagittarius best support themselves. Oh, not a whole half a deck. There it is. Eight of Wands. Let the things happen. Don't fight it. Don't, again, this has been a pretty, this has been a pretty common theme, again, across a lot of these readings is don't block your own blessings, right? Don't fight against the changes. Allow these things to happen and make sure that you are allowing the happiness in. You're allowing the emotional fulfillment in. Sometimes you need an ending to get to that happiness, okay? So don't fight it. Don't try, be open to the changes. And they may be happening fast. They could feel overwhelming, but just let go and let God kind of energy happening here. We do have the Tower on the bottom. So there is some kind of destruction that is happening here that's leading to this. There is something going on that is really feeding, like this ending and finding the new beginning in that ending is really, it's feeding that inspiration to learn, to move forward, to go further down your spiritual path, to allow the happiness and stability and emotional fulfillment to come in. Don't fight that, okay? Let's pull some more clarifiers here on our Three of Pentacles. Ooh, we've got Queen of Wands, so there's something you've been manifesting. Fire energy right there, something you're creating, something you're really wanting to bring into fruition in your life. The World, also an ending of a cycle. So these two here together, it's like you've been manifesting this ending, right? You've been manifesting the end of this cycle so that you can move into that next cycle. I swear if Wheel of Fortune comes out next I'm going to lose it here. Let's get one more here. It is bringing the Queen of Wands and the World together. We got two of them. Three of Swords and Three of Wands. Okay. With Ace of Swords on the bottom. So there's truth. Truth coming out, truth being revealed, confessions, honesty, new ideas even. But that truth card with this Three of Swords, this is a heartbreak. This is some kind of betrayal that really is painful, that hurts, but it's also allowing your manifestations to come in. It's allowing you to make these manifest, like you've asked for something, right? There's something you asked for, something that you manifested, but in order to get it, you've got to get rid of whatever it is that's holding you back. And it's going to be painful. It's going to feel like a betrayal, but it is closing out that old cycle and allowing those manifestations to come in. Okay. So It's almost like there's an end to a social life and a start to a new one. An end to a work life and a start to a new one. Things along that line, but there's definitely a social nature about this time, and it could very well have something to do with money, stability, work, a business that you're building, something that you are creating, but you've got to let go of whatever it is you're holding on to in order to allow those things to come in. Okay, so let's pull a couple of oracle cards here. What is influencing Sagittarius for Libra season? Influencing Sagittarius during Libra season. What is really interesting here is that, like, none of these cards are really interacting with each other. They're all kind of, this could all be separate things all happening at once. Banshee and Journey. Okay, so these are our influence. This is what's influencing it. That Banshee, that's a warning. That is, the ending is coming whether you like it or not. If you fight it, it's going to get ripped from your hands, and you're going to have to do it whether you like to or not. No matter how much you cling to it, it's getting taken, right? And it's part of the journey. So we've got to make sure that we are not holding on to the things that are holding us back. We are letting go of those things so that we can continue forth on that journey. Okay, let's see. And what is your advice? What is Sagittarius's advice? Wolf. Okay. Devour the ferocious calling within the howling of your spirit. Run wildly into the freedom of your knowing. So take control, man. Just like, we're Sagittarius, or we want that freedom. We want to be able to move freely in the world. Yes, we want interactions with others. We want connections. We want relationships. We want friendships. But we also need that freedom as well. So make sure that you are following your calling, you're following your spirit guides. Sagittarius is a very spiritual and or religious sign. So just make sure that you're listening to your calling. You are out there speaking up for yourself. You are seeking your freedom to live life your way. On the bottom, we do have elders here as well. So this could be something like, maybe you've been watching elders in your life and you're seeing how what they've been doing isn't working, and it's time for you to try something different. There's something about the advice from elders, listening to them, but there's something coming from those older that will help to guide you through all of this. Okay, whether it is looking at your elders and going, "Ooh, I don't want to end up there, let me do it differently," or it's them giving you some good advice to help you move forward.